the 2K Sports pregame show.
Greetings, y'all. I'm your host, Ernie Johnson. Kenny the Jet Smith is here. So is Shaquille O'Neal. This is the NBA on 2K Sports. Tonight, we'll be watching the Milwaukee Bucks playing against the Los Angeles Lakers. And for Los Angeles, they've got an opportunity tonight to sweep the season series 2-0. The coaching staff...
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
Just a reminder, folks, to make certain to be here for our figurine giveaway. Come to the game and get a figurine of your favorite mascot. They know the best.
Ladies and gentlemen, we wish to remind you that any spectator interrupting gameplay will be rejected and are subject to arrest.
We're all set to bring you NBA action. And let's go straight over to David Aldridge for a report before the tip-off. Hey, Dave.
Well, Kevin, we know how
he wants to win in Milwaukee, DA. Can they help him get there? Bill, always fun to speculate on what a player could be. What's the ceiling, you think, for Giannis Antetokounmpo?
MVP.
Ready, gentlemen?
The very top.
A really good conversation is who's the next MVP? Who is the MVP who hasn't won it yet? And the candidates would be Anthony Davis, Giannis, Jason Tatum, Ben Simmons, Joel Embiid if he could play 2,500 minutes. Those would be the top 5 guys you mentioned. And Jason Tatum, I'm talking years from now, but I think those would be my 5.
I love these young, wonderful players the league has right now.
Giannis and Davis not only are the next 2 MVPs in some order, but I think are the most untradeable guys in the league. And I do this piece every year. I used to before I retired. The trade value column, who has the highest trade value? It's Giannis. I would have Giannis 1A, Anthony Davis 1B. Giannis only because he's a little bit younger. But those are the 2 most untradeable guys in the league. Milwaukee is hanging up on any phone call from anyone who's like, what if we gave you this guy for Giannis? Click.
And now the Lakers starting group. LeBron and Kuzma make up the forwards. AI is out there with ball, and it's McGee in at the center filling out the middle.
Really, when you look at Antetokounmpo, he's got it all. I mean, he can score it, rebound it, he passes it pretty well, defends with intensity, and he's really versatile and going to continue to get better because of his work ethic.
Now, here's Ball. They had a 24-point outing in their last game against New York.
And don't let his defensive work get passed over. With all his steals, he was just as valuable on D as he was at the other end.
And that's a quick foul for him there. It looks like the refs are going to call this one pretty close.
And here's Los Angeles. 4-point game. A tough loss coming against New York in their last game played.
Tough night. I mean, they attacked on both ends, and unfortunately for them, they just got called for a lot of fouls.
Yeah, they were too physical and a little bit out of position. They were rough out there, but ultimately the physicality led to fouls, and that hurt them.
Now Bledsoe following the miss by Lonzo Ball from deep. And there's Ilyasova on the assist by Lopez. Ilyasova's got his first 2 points. Lakers have gone 0 of 3 from the field to start the game. Bill, it's interesting. More than 50 colleges and universities now offer scholarships in esports. I did not know this, and that number is probably only going to go up.
Yeah, it makes sense too. What's more popular, esports or water polo? No offense to the water polo players, but come on.
These kids
let's
love
move
it.
with
They cannot get enough of these games.
No, we should have, every college should have esports.
So it's the Bucks now after the basket by the Lakers. Lopez a screen. Antetokounmpo kicks to Lopez. Middleton outside. The three-pointer is right on target. Middleton's got his first 3 points of the game.
Boy, I like seeing Middleton stroke it from downtown. That release of his, pure as white-driven snow.
AI passes to Kuzma. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. That's on Brook Lopez.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
Definitely saved a layup with that foul, and he'll make him earn them from the line, and that's what you want to see.
Lakers shooting their first free throws here tonight.
Not really where you'd like to be as a team in terms of free throw shooting, just about 73%.
Yeah, it's been a very frustrating season for them in that regard, guys.
Bucks leading by 5. Bledsoe kicks to Ilyasova. Lopez outside. Ilyasova a screen. Lopez passes to Antetokounmpo, and the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
And Antetokounmpo is just a blur. I mean, I don't know how a 7-foot guy with that wingspan and all legs and arms can be a blur, but man, he's like a lightning bolt when he gets room to roll to the basket.
Now, here's Ball. Looking at his numbers, he averages a bit over 9 points a game. Bledsoe at the elbow. And he banks in the layup.
5 buckets without a miss. That's a fantastic start.
Lakers trail by 9. There's the screen. James dishes to AI. And McGee kicks to Ball. Buries it from 3-point range. Ball's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game.
You know, Ball, despite the quirkiness of the shot, he does have a quick release, so you got to know he's a threat to score whenever he has it in his hands.
Bill, several of your books have been bestsellers. How did it feel to see your work so well received around the world?
I think I was really happy that the basketball book did well because I spent a long time writing it, and it was 700 pages. And when it got mailed to me, it was so big, I thought people would just be terrified of it. And, you know, it turns out,
I think they embraced the
size.
I
think they did. They liked it. I designed it for people to be able to put on their toilet or bring on an airplane or whatever they want to do with it. But I was always amazed that there wasn't a basketball book that tried to kind of group all these other books and some of the opinions and all the misinformation. Like the fact that, honestly, the reason I wanted to write the book was just that people thought Will Chamberlain was better than Bill Russell. And yet every single thing written in the 60s was that Bill Russell was better. And all the players would say Bill Russell was better. And when they played together, Bill Russell's team won. So it's like, how do we get to the point where people think Will Chamberlain was better? So it was that and some other stuff that made me want to write the book.
So timeout called here, the first for Los Angeles. Last time they met was in Los Angeles.
And they'll want to show that they're a much better team than they demonstrated last time out against these guys. At the very least, avoid another blowout.
And it really was the turnovers that fueled the blowout. I mean, a lot of questionable, poor decisions by them with the ball. And when that happens, you can get blasted.
And again, the Lakers no good. Bucks leading by 10. Bledsoe outside. Lopez a screen on Ball. Middleton for 3 and another 3 for Milwaukee.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Really a prime example of the difference in how these teams have operated offensively. Much more individual play at the other end.
Now here's James. 17 points in his last outing. Here's Ball on the money from 12 feet away. Ball's got 5 now.
Boy, Ball showing us a nice little mid-range game, Kevin. With his height and touch, he's got great confidence with the in-between game.
It's Antetokounmpo on the wing, covered by LeBron, and stolen by James. And here we go. And it's McGee with the jam.
And that's how they're going to trim this lead. Play tough D, force some turnovers, and then push it in transition.
And a tremendous Unleash Chaos replay coming to you courtesy of Under Armour Hover Havoc. Bill, you've done quite a few player interviews over your life, and I'm sure there are some guys that have surprised you with what they've got to say.
Yeah. I think we're in a really cool generation with basketball players where they're these really thoughtful guys who aren't afraid to share stuff. You know, some of the guys try to protect their images and they're kind of their manufactured reputations, I would say, to some degree. But for the most part, the candidness of some of these guys, you can't hide on a podcast. If I have you for an hour, you're not going to be able to dodge stuff. You're going to have to talk.
Well, you challenge people, that's the beauty of the podcast.
Well, and I don't have notes, so I do it. I'm looking at you, you're looking at me, and we're going. And you got to be ready.
That's how Larry King used to do it. Yeah.
So some guys are ready. Like Durant was great. Durant was ready to talk, and we did 5 podcasts, and everything's on the table with him. But my favorites are, somebody like Kyrie came in, really smart, kind of sort of ready to go, but not totally, but then got into it. And those are usually the best ones.
Here's Antetokounmpo after the made shot from AI. Knocked away. Stolen by Ball. And now the fast break, LeBron with the ball. That falls. Nice feed that time from Ball. James has got it back down to a single-digit deficit for Los Angeles. Antetokounmpo against LeBron. Left side, Antetokounmpo. 6 to shoot. Over LeBron. Down it goes. Nice one there from Antetokounmpo. Antetokounmpo's got 11 points.
He's been on the roll this quarter, really leading the way for his team right now.
Timeout called the Lakers.
Yeah, just hitting the reset button, a chance to kind of talk some things over.
Yeah, recalibration time with the timeout call there.
And Los Angeles with some changes. And we're about 2 minutes into the second quarter here. Pass to Ilyasova, and Muhammad kicks to Brogdon. Ilyasova a screen. Floats one up. Kicks it down to Middleton. Bucks passing it around. 5 to shoot. Well, every team goes into the draft looking for finishers like these. Here are the most efficient scorers among this year's rookie class. You look at AI. So solid around the basket, currently 3rd in the league.
He's scoring and finishing at a very high level. I mean, playing within himself offensively and being very discerning with his shot selection.
Yeah, it comes down to efficiency for me. I mean, most young guys get excited, want to prove themselves. But he just calmly goes about his business and really does that at a high level. Very impressed by him.
Brogdon and Middleton pair up at the 1 and the 2. Brook Lopez is out there with Ilyasova. And it's Muhammad in at the 3 spot. That's the group for Milwaukee right now. Now, here's Brogdon. 18 points separating the teams. That's the biggest lead of the game. And the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball. Tipped away. Bill, we know about the love affair you have with the NBA, and you've written about it for so long. Started with the $4 ticket in Boston with your dad.
Yeah, my dad bought season tickets for the 1973-74 Boston Celtics, and it was only 1 ticket. And I think it was $4 a game, probably like $160 total. And he used to carry me in mainly because they didn't want to pay for a babysitter. So I started going to games that year, probably sleeping through a lot of them. And they won the title.
How old were you in 72?
So I was 4.
4 years old.
I'm not going to lie. I don't remember anything from that season. The first season I remember is the year later when they lost before the finals to Washington. And then the year later they won the famous finals against Phoenix, the triple overtime game. I was there.
Was Cowens on that team?
Cowens, Havlicek,
Yep.
JoJo White.
Yep.
And I was at the triple overtime game in the 76 finals. Was probably the most famous NBA game ever. The kids out there now would nominate like Game 7, 2016 or something. But triple overtime game was the most famous game ever. And I slept through the entire second half and the first overtime.
Oh, no.
But then woke up because everybody was standing the whole second overtime, so I had to get up.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Hi, Kevin. Well, AI in their last time out against the Knicks made a big difference. He finished with 24 points and played tremendous defense as well, really causing havoc on both ends of the floor. That was just the latest in a solid string of performances from him. Obviously looking to keep the momentum going here this evening. We'll see how he does, Kevin.
Thanks, David. It was a terrific game for him. They'll be looking for more of the same tonight.
And I'd be surprised if he doesn't give it to them. He's in a very good frame of mind right now.
Yeah, you know what? His attitude, his confidence, everything is posted up on positive. And he'll be looking to build on the work he did the last time out for sure.
And Beasley drops both of them. Bucks leading by 18. And here is Brogdon. He's coming off a 22-point game against Philadelphia.
And he was also a terrific creator in that game as well. His assist totals show you what a fantastic all-around effort it was.
Well, I think the defense got really lucky there. I mean, you can't afford to give up wide-open shots from deep.
Bill, the way that super teams are being put together right now, good or bad for the league?
I'm confused. I have been watching this league since I was a kid. We've always had super teams. There's never been an era where we didn't. What do people think the Jordan era Bulls were, and what do they think the Shaq Kobe Lakers were? And this is how the league is. I think what bothers people this time around specifically is that the Warriors won 73 games and they added Kevin Durant. Now, I get it. I get why it bothers people. On the other hand, your job as a franchise is to tilt the competitive advantage in any way you can toward your favor. They did a great job building their team. They did a great job building enough cap space for this year that everybody knew was coming, the summer of 2016. We knew the cap was going to jump. And they played it perfectly, and they got Kevin Durant out of it. He played it perfectly, too. He was on a team. He wasn't going to win the title in OKC. He wasn't going to win the title playing with Westbrook. Not to sound like a Durant apologist, but he wants to win a title and beat LeBron James. If you're going to do that, you're going to try to get on the best possible team you can.
On defense, the Bucks. Here's Kuzma. Again, Los Angeles.
And Ball knows how to distribute the ball. Pun intended, for sure. An impressive point guard who continues to improve and impress as a passer.
Rebound, Milwaukee. And Bill, we were discussing how teams are constructed in recent years. You know, the changes in 2016 to cap space. How Kevin Durant landed with the Warriors.
I see the analogy that, it's like stacking a pickup game and just grabbing the best four guys and just beating people on a pickup court for 4 hours. But that's the thing. The league isn't a pickup game. The league, everyone operates by the same rules. And the Warriors,
everybody had a shot at him.
Everyone had a shot. The Celtics had a shot. He didn't want to interview with the Lakers. The Knicks had cap space. They didn't have a chance. The Wizards had cap space. He was from Maryland. They didn't want to go there. So, I think the Warriors should get a little more credit for how smart they were with everything.
Here's Ball, following the bucket by the Bucks. Dishes to AI. Bill, a top advisor for the U.S. High School Athletics and Activities Division, recommended that schools adopt esports programs. What's your take on that?
I'm all in. It's probably my son's only chance to go to college, so I really hope it happens. Now, listen, the world changes every decade.
I know.
And you got to change with it. And the reality is esports is one of the biggest things we have now. And if you're under 15, you're way more likely to play video games and be good at that than you are to do anything else. So why wouldn't we be able to benefit from that? The whole esports in general, just the audiences they're getting and as a spectator event, that's been building. So why wouldn't that work for college?
Brogdon against Ball. AI sets a screen for Caldwell Pope. 3-on-3. Here's Middleton. Missed the shot. He's made 3 and missed 3 from the field. AI kicks to Kuzma. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up. Thinking about how much sports video gaming has changed over the decades, Bill, can you imagine a 13, 14-year-old Bill Simmons with the 2K product? You would just be all over that, wouldn't you?
You have no idea, Kevin Harlan. I was there for every step of the video game revolution. I had an Intellivision and an Atari. I had Nintendo. I had Super Nintendo. I had all 3 of the first PlayStations.
You played them all the time.
I played entire Madden seasons on the treadmill when I was like in my early 30s. Try playing any video game on the treadmill. Try it and try not falling off. It's impossible. I've been there every step of the way. I am pro esports. Basketball, I'm jealous of the people who can play 2K well, because there's just, not sound like an old guy, but so many buttons and so many things to remember. I'm always so impressed when people just remember all the combinations and stuff. I'm jealous.
Like your son does it.
My son can do it.
I know
but I could have done it. I know you could have. I want to take 1984 me out of a time machine and just give me this game. I would have unleashed.
Yeah, but 13-year-old Bill Simmons would like what 40-year-old Bill Simmons is.
13-year-old Bill Simmons would be amazed that 48-year-old Bill Simmons was getting paid to do anything. He'd really be excited about that. Just that he wasn't living at home. We would have been fired up.
And the Bucks making a change here. Snell's checked in.
No wasted trips at all. They're taking care of business at the line.
One way to protect the lead, knock down those free throws, and 100% free throwing for the quarter, that's superb.
Tony Snell, his first 3 seasons in the league with Chicago, struggled to find his footing, but then he comes to Milwaukee, and he has seemingly found some solid ground.
Are we sure it's solid?
It can be a little shaky at times.
Yeah, in Boston, it was a mudslide in the Boston series last year. It was not solid
for that
ground.
one series. You're exactly right.
Yeah, he's a 3-and-D guy, and those are the hardest guys to find. We have a point guard glut in the league right now, where there's just a million point guards.
The golden
every
era
year.
point guards.
It's almost too many.
Yeah.
And you see in the draft, it's just there's 5 point guards a year in the first round, or 6, or whatever it is, and it's harder and harder to find those Jaylen Brown types, and then to a lesser degree, you want to find the Tony Snell type, the guy that can come in off the bench, guard some people, and make a wide open 3. You can't even find those guys.
Textbook. Nice pass, great catch, even better finish.
Lopez a screen. Bledsoe passes to Middleton. McGee against Lopez. Passes it to Ilyasova. Clock at 6. Shoots over Kuzma. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
Well, you think about Ilyasova's lethal jump shot. It makes him a valuable player because he can stretch the floor.
And so it's Milwaukee with a mass. All right, thank you, David. And folks, don't go away. After the break, we'll... We begin our second half. So far, not a tightly contested game, guys, but, anything can happen. You look at Antetokounmpo, and this game has been everywhere.
Yeah, and sometimes you find yourself in a role you're not comfortable with, but his passing in the first half really was impressive.
Yeah, and he accumulated a lot of assists, and I liked how unselfish he was, Greg.
Starting off the second half, here's Luke Walton's 5. Inside, we've got Kuzma and McGee. Ball out there with AI. And it's James in at the 3 spot. The Lakers have been shooting right around 75% at the line, 9 of 12 so far. No good on that one. Good on the second free throw. Now here's Antetokounmpo. Ilyasova, a screen on James. Off the pick. And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
And, it's obvious why Antetokounmpo is an MVP candidate. I mean, he's a ferocious player, great competitive spirit, tremendous work ethic, and highly skilled. He wants to dominate.
Stolen by McGee. To the middle. Here's Kuzma. Rebound by Ilyasova.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
And what I like about it, Greg, it's been a physical brand of basketball. It's had a little sandpaper element to it. Gritty and rough. But that's how you win games.
James, the pass to Kuzma. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. Deep threats. That's the only way to describe these guys who have led the NBA in three-point percentage in the second half of the season. LeBron James second.
And instead of wearing down as the season's progressed, his legs really seem to have gotten stronger, and so has his three-point shooting.
Kyle Kuzma is a guy who burst on the scene during his rookie year and is a fun player to watch. He's a guy that really has an outstanding all-around game.
Lopez a screen. Bledsoe kicks to Middleton. Back to Bledsoe. And there's the foul. It'll go on AI. And that'll be his third foul so far. "90 seconds now into the second half. Shot clock at 6. The wide open look here for Lopez. And a great assist by Antetokounmpo as that one goes in. Antetokounmpo's got his fourth assist in this one. Here's LeBron. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for two. It goes on Giannis Antetokounmpo.
And the leadership James brings to this team is incredibly valuable. When things get tight, they look to the king to provide for them.
Bledsoe dishes to Antetokounmpo. Middleton outside. Unable to get that one. Good D by James. AI passes to McGee. And it's ball in the corner. AI right side. And he banks in the layup. AI's got 7.
Nice to see how easy he takes over games. Makes it look elementary. I mean, that's why they feed him the rock so much.
Here's Antetokounmpo, and he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
You know, we always talk about what a rare talent Giannis is, and it's true. Unrivaled athleticism and versatility.
Just over 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second half. Here's the screen. The drive by James. The pass to Kuzma. And Kuzma slams it in.
And I'll tell you what, guys, I think that's the best part of James's game. And he's got a lot of good parts, but his vision is otherworldly.
Middleton on the wing. Shot from 12. And a great assist by Antetokounmpo as that one goes in. Antetokounmpo's got 5 assists tonight. James kicks to AI. Pass to Kuzma. Makes it off the glass. He's got 13.
Boy, you're asking for trouble anytime you let Kuzma get established inside. This guy knows how to score against tough defense.
Pass to Middleton. Ilyasova a screen. Passes it to Lopez. Back to Middleton. It's Antetokounmpo on the wing. James covering. Good work there as it goes.
And how about the performance we're seeing from him? Not one miss on the day.
Gets to the rim for 2 with the D all over him.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense.
Antetokounmpo passes to Lopez. And he'll shoot free throws here. Clearly fouled on that shot that time. The whistle blowing. And the foul called on Los Angeles.
And Brook Lopez a little bigger and more of an offensive player than his brother Robin. But they've both turned into quality big men in this league.
Shabazz Muhammad's checked in for Milwaukee. Malcolm Brogdon comes in for Eric Bledsoe.
Boy, you got to love that assist by LeBron.
Milwaukee's gotten off 12 shots from beyond the arc tonight, hitting 7 of them. To the paint, got a piece of it. Now the Lakers on the break, and he lobs it up toward the rim. Stolen by Brogdon. Inside, Antetokounmpo. Good, and the assist goes to Middleton. Middleton's got his 3rd assist on the night. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for Milwaukee.
Their high-energy defensive effort has paid off for them, guys, with more than a few steals over the course of the ball game.
Yeah, but also they haven't missed a beat in terms of their fast break game. That's been equally as effective all night long.
Los Angeles has gone 4 of 8 tonight from three-point land, shooting 50% on the three ball here. AI kicks to Kuzma. LeBron against Muhammad. And a wide open look for AI. Offensive rebound. The shot's good from McGee. McGee's got 8 points.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And on the flip side, Greg, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior. They've got to offer more resistance here.
And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
And Antetokounmpo is so long. I mean, he stretches forever, covers a ton of ground.
And that Unleash Chaos replay presented by Under Armour. Hover Havoc, giving us a chance to relive that exciting play. Offensive rebound. Ball stolen by Brogdon. Now the Bucks moving it up with the floater. And it's laid up and in by Middleton. Middleton's got 4 points in the quarter.
And, you know, Middleton is a man of many talents. When you least expect it, he hits you with a ridiculous floater.
McGee a screen. James against Lopez. Just 5 to shoot. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here. Free throw drops for James, and the Lakers making a change here. Beasley's checked in, and so he hits both. Milwaukee's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Lopez a screen on Ball. Knocks it loose, and that's out of bounds. Milwaukee will retain possession. And taking a broader look here at the year-over-year scoring trend for Lopez.
And looking at his offensive numbers from the past few years, it seems like teams around the league have kind of figured him out. He's having to work a lot harder for his points, and they haven't been coming nearly as easily as they used to.
Henson's checked in for Milwaukee. 6 to shoot. Here's Antetokounmpo. And it's off target. Not sure why he took that one. Lakers have gone 6 of 10 from the field in the third quarter. From outside the arc, and James gets it to go on the assist by Ball. Ball's got 3 assists tonight. Bucks have gone 7 of 10 on their field goal attempts here in the third. Brogdon the pass to Antetokounmpo. Lopez outside. And Muhammad kicks to Brogdon. 5 on the clock. Feeds it to Lopez. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down. Lopez has got 5 points now this quarter.
Just like clockwork, Lopez doing damage inside.
James, the pass to AI. Good, and the assist goes to LeBron. 9 points for AI.
And those are 2 teammates right there working in rhythm. One setting the screen and the other using it to get that separation.
Lopez a screen on LeBron. Antetokounmpo kicks to Brogdon. Good on the triple. Brogdon's got 8 points.
Brogdon is more crafty than elusive, creating for himself once the screen comes his way there.
Ball against Muhammad. AI up top. He's got 9. No good from Beasley.
Yeah, good interior D there prevents the deuce.
And, you know, that's not easy at all. When guys get this close to the bucket, it's tough to stop the basket.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
James, the pass to Beasley. He's off on that one. The Bucks go the other way with it, coming off that loss against Philadelphia.
And no doubt that the fight was there, but no matter what they tried on that night, it just wasn't meant to be.
And over time, it looked like they were resigned to their fate. They kind of gave in. It's hard to come back when you get down like they were. and they just didn't seem to have enough fight to make a go of it.
Solid rebound there, and with the score like it is, that's an area where they can't afford to get lazy.
Yeah, another column in the stat sheet that hasn't gone in their favor. To climb back, they've got to put forth more effort.
You know, if you're only looking at the way he's played offensively, you'd think his team would have the lead.
So the whistle blows on the shot, and 2 free throws for the contact right there. And the first one at the line is good. It's stolen, and here comes the break. Middleton and Giannis are out on the wing. Ilyasova out there with Brook Lopez, and it's Bledsoe in at the point. That's the 5 on the floor for the Bucks.
A sharp shooter with a quick trigger release, Caldwell Pope is known for being an efficient scorer.
That one is off. Tony Snell's checked in for the Bucks. Pat Connaughton comes in for Chris Middleton, and he sinks the second.
Yeah, much improved foul shooter. KCP also starting to get to the line at a higher rate.
Bledsoe outside. And there's the pass to Connaughton. He feeds it to Snell. 6 on the shot clock. Makes it off the glass.
And some guys just have a nose for scoring, and this one couldn't have been any easier.
Yeah, that was actually no defense at all there, Greg. I mean, layups don't come any easier than that. I mean, they're piling it on now.
AI. 2 shots.
The first free throw is good. Good on both.
And just a better job of getting to the line here in the second half. Didn't get there once in the first.
Bledsoe kicks to Ilyasova. They set the screen. Back to Bledsoe. And again, Milwaukee with the triple.
And, you know, really, Bledsoe has to keep hitting it from deep. When he does, I think that really opens up the floor for him and his team.
Hart the pass to Beasley. Tries again. And the layup is good.
Much love goes his way. I mean, he refused to give up on the glass. Nice to see him rewarded because of his hustle.
Ilyasova against Beasley. And there's the foul. It'll go on Josh Hart. That's his 5th foul.
And it's clear he's been a little out of control here tonight. The refs clearly have their eyes on him, and that's number 5. You know, not sure if he's playing to the crowd, but no need for the fadeaway on that shot.
Here's AI. And it's Connaughton with the rebound.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on him.
To the inside. Stolen by Caldwell Pope. Snell, that's good.
Boy, I like seeing the ball get to that spot. It doesn't get much better than that.
Hart kicks to AI. Releases from 15. Here's Zubats. Outside for Caldwell Pope. Bangs home the trifecta. Caldwell Pope's got 10 points in just the second half.
And they've shown a little extra hustle on the offensive glass here in the second half. Second chance points are starting to add up for them, and they can use every one of them.
Lopez left side. 6 to shoot. Shoots over Zubats. Lopez, no luck.
And that's the shot you want to create. They just can't get it to fall.
That's what I call an everything but. Good execution, just didn't knock it down. But you're right, they're happy with that shot. Boy, the defense looked helpless there. I mean, he's going to lay it up every time when he's got a smaller defender on it.
Now a timeout called by Milwaukee.
And starting to send guys to the line way more than they need to. Let's get some good position defense going here. That should be the emphasis, and get away from the sloppy fouls.
And now we get the chance to present our Jordan Player of the Game, Giannis Antetokounmpo.
And what an amazing ball game we've seen from him. It's been a one-man show worth the price of admission all by itself.
There wasn't anything he couldn't do on that court tonight.
This was a big game for him. There's no denying that. Coming off a bunch of losses in a row. They turned to him to break the streak, and he delivered in a big way. Ball against Bledsoe. Now, here's AI. Defense is right there, and it's Brook Lopez with the foul. That will get him his 4th foul of the game, and due to the bonus, we will head to the line for 2. And he makes the first. And some changes here for the Bucks. Tyler Zeller comes in for Brook Lopez. And Tony Snell subbed in for Giannis Antetokounmpo. And the Lakers also making a change. Kentavious Caldwell-Pope, he's checked in for James. Ilyasova, a screen on Ball. Bledsoe passes to Middleton. And it's AI with the rebound. AI's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Pass to McGee. Now Ball. He's covered by Zeller. AI kicks to Kuzma. Here's AI. Unloads from 9. The rebound by the Bucks.
Yeah, he's costing them right now, sabotaging them a little bit. He's got to find his shot if they want to win this game.
Here's Snell. He's guarded by Caldwell-Pope. Snell, that's good. Here's Ball. Caldwell-Pope outside. He kicks it to McGee. Back to Caldwell-Pope. Kuzma with the screen for Caldwell-Pope. And the slam dunk by McGee.
Yeah, first and foremost, he's a pass-first team player, is Caldwell-Pope. Love seeing that.
Here's Snell. He's guarded by Caldwell-Pope. No good from Bledsoe.
Well executed, great rhythm. You've got to finish that one.
Agree with you there, partner, because that screen really freed him up nicely, and that's a shot that if you're a pro, you need to make that one.
And some changes here for the Bucks. Brook Lopez is checked in for Zeller. And Giannis Antetokounmpo is subbed in for Tony Snell. And the Lakers also making a switch. James is checked in. Yep, it counts.
He's come out here in the second half and done a nice job moving, getting good looks, and finding his range.
Now, Antetokounmpo. Lopez a screen. Antetokounmpo kicks to Lopez. A three-pointer off the mark. For Los Angeles, they've gone 8 of 16 from the field in the 4th, exactly 50%, and they pick up 2.
And James makes scoring look so effortless. Once he kicks it into gear, there's not much you can do to stop it.
Pass to Ilyasova. Here's the screen. Now the dish to Bledsoe. Right side, Antetokounmpo. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Antetokounmpo. So it's the Lakers now. LeBron is doubled. AI with it. Now guarded by Antetokounmpo.
Well, I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
Yeah, if you're going to foul, then make sure that you don't give a chance for the and one.
And he knocks down the first one. And both free throws good for AI. Bucks leading by 18. 1:58 left in the 4th. James against Antetokounmpo. Out to the wing. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Pulls up. Milwaukee, no good that time either. Lakers trail by 18. Back to Kuzma. And Kuzma slams it in.
Boy, he makes it look so easy, doesn't he? Rising off the ground like that. Kuzma takes a lot of pride, not only in finishing with finesse, but power, too.
Bledsoe kicks to Antetokounmpo.
And tonight's battle is going to end with a very clear winner, leaving nothing to chance. Impressive win for the Bucks.
Their shot blocking turned out to give them a big advantage in this game.
Yeah, excellent defense around the rim there, Kevin. That they were disciplined and focused.
And so checking out their season record, this game will become their 45th win.
And a one-sided season series this has been. In the final game of the year between these two, they end up doing everything necessary to finish up with a 2-0 record against the Lakers.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Sheer dominance from him tonight. I mean, he could not be contained. A big reason for their success this evening.
And how clever is this guy? I mean, just no fear going with the soft, high-arcing floater.
Stolen by Ball. From deep. No good. Shot missing. So Milwaukee will take it the other way. Lopez, a screen on Ball. Outside for Bledsoe. Back to Ilyasova. Shot clock at 6. Stolen by McGee. 6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Here's Kuzma. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
You know, once Kuzma has the position he wants inside, he does his thing fearlessly.
So it's the Bucks now. They lead by 11. Well, this one is winding down now. Milwaukee can watch the clock run out. The feed to Middleton, and stolen by LeBron. Here's Ball, and with that one, the lead is trimmed to single digits.
And in transition, Ball is a problem. A quick decision maker who knows exactly where to go to get fast break opportunities.
And so the Bucks take the win. Some good moments throughout this one, but they had the clear advantage down the stretch.
Yeah, I mean, I love the way they executed on both ends of the floor, completely under control for the vast.
That was a good screen you set up back there. I appreciate that, man.
Oh, great. AI, let's get your press conference ready. They're going to want to talk to you after that game.
All right, thanks, Charlie. Hey, I'll be right there, all right?
Sounds good. Everything is all set. They're ready for you.
Okay, thanks.
Yeah, good luck.
You did a really good job setting up your teammates tonight, but it didn't get you the win. Does that make you want to look for your own offense a little more next game?
No, of course it doesn't. Yeah, I'm not thinking about the numbers too much after a game like that. We took the L, and and I don't need to do anything crazy in my own game. I just got to work with coach, work with my teammates, and figure out how to do better next time. So that's it. All right, thank you.
Great work up there, AI.